Gentlemen, welcome back to another video. My name is Striker.
My name is Luba.
And today we were just discussing what this video was about this theory that I have. And I was explaining it to Luba because it was new to her, what was in my head. And I just thought I'll just explain it to her. Yeah, I just thought I'll explain it to her the same time I explain it to you guys. And the topic of the video is, are you too far gone down the wrong path to ever be successful at finding a high quality, legitimate lady in Ukraine? So what does that mean?
I don't know what you mean by that.
Let me explain. So what happens is, and some of you guys, if you've looked into this or you've been over to Ukraine, you will kind of know what I'm talking about here. Maybe. If you don't know, then you are heading down the wrong path. So what happens when you Google find wife in Ukraine or find a relationship in Ukraine, you end up on one of these big Goliath sites that have like thousands, literally thousands, tens of thousands of profiles on them, and you might jump from another one, but you really don't realize that you're actually just jumping to another version of that's sharing the same.
You mean every girl looks like model there?
Yeah. And so all these websites, they look like absolute incredible models. Incredible. Like they have the banner at the top and it's like, wow, like these are like 10, 11, 12 on the scale of attraction women. And you read the profile and they say that they want a man between the ages of 25 and 65, and you're lucky enough to have fallen into that narrow range of what she's looking for. And we've talked about why they have these profiles and photos and stuff in the past in some other videos. I'll put a link up here so you can check it out. But what happens is that the guy believes that he can achieve this, right? And he looks at all these things and then all these profiles. He starts writing letters to these ladies. They're writing back to him. And he starts going down this path, which is the wrong path. It's completely wrong. And then at some stage, he will hopefully realize that, hang on, I've been over there 3 times. I've just ended up with these pro-daters, these scammers. I'm getting screwed over by these websites.
Another reason they also get screwed is that they said that the girl's actually not looking like that.
Yeah,
like,
of course, yeah.
Absolutely every guy, even if he met a lady, no matter was she pro-dater or no, but he always complained that the girl
doesn't look like that.
Yeah.
And that's probably actually a good thing, because that's actually like a slap around the head that says, when you actually meet the ladies and you realize they don't look like that, that will slowly steer you into the right path, right?
Not from the beginning. Not
from the beginning, no. And it's not uncommon for guys to be doing this for 10 years, right? To be coming over for 5 years, 10 years. And yeah. So, and it's because they just don't grasp that truth that's not real,
Because I think it's because like these pictures, they of course looks much more attractive than just like the normal people, and of course like people want to believe in the fairy tale, like we're all coming from the childhood when everything.
It's not even, I reckon it's even worse than a fairy tale, because a fairy tale you could say, well, it's love, let's say love, a quality woman that you find and you form a relationship with that leads on to a family marriage, all that sort of stuff. That could be defined as love by a man, But chasing a woman just because she is beautiful, and it's not even real beauty, it's like it's photoshopped and fancy photography and all that sort of stuff. So he'll either keep going down that path, and he'll just keep trying again and again. He doesn't realize he's being pro-dated. He thinks that these women could be interested in him, but he just doesn't get that they're getting money back from the restaurants and all that sort of stuff.
But even if we're not talking about even not about scammers, just like he maybe not match them or.
Well, yeah, that is part of it, I suppose. But down this actual path, like with these websites, they're not even set up for like possibly she could fall in love. Like the woman is not really looking for a man aged 25 to 65.
Yeah, so. This is true. But I mean, there can be girls who are looking, but of course, like this age.
Yeah, it's unrealistic.
Like it's sometimes we even had one profile that we've seen the girl put there from 18 to 81. And how that can actually happen.
We'll put a link to her profile in the description in case
if you want, you can message her.
She's still available. And then so there's this wrong path and there's the right path. So when they head down to the, and we get these guys coming to us and they're like, I've been doing this for 3 years, I need some help. Okay, you say, okay, come here, maybe join up with Heart Rocket, some of the guys in there, and they've contacted the agencies. The agency sends them the real profiles of real ladies that are legit. With real photos, nice photos, but not Photoshop photos and all this sort of stuff. But the guy sometimes thinks, I don't want this. I
want that.
I want this one. Like I want to take this one. And I guess you could relate it to the red and the blue pill in a way. He would rather, continue to believe what he's been told by these agencies, and that is attainable. But if you were to like know the truth, you can go for something that is realistic, something that could really happen, something that's not going to waste your money. And so that's like I guess the topic of the video is that, are you too far gone down this path to ever want to come back? You know, if you discover it at the start, you can then sort of work around it. But if you've invested so much into this, you poured in so much equity down this path, that you need to get something out of it. You know, you need to keep going down to see if there's something at the end of it. But there isn't anything at the end of it, you know?
You mean that the guys who did all that, they think, oh, I'm almost at the end, and they're actually not even at the beginning?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what you mean?
Yeah, and that happens all the time where guys are like letter writing, and then, you know, they get close to a meeting, and then it doesn't happen, and then they get pulled back, and then like they get reeled back in again by the scammer, and this time he'll try again, and he'll try another time, and again, and he'll keep doing this, wasting time, instead of going, it's fake. I've been done for. I've wasted how much money? You know, we had Tony on Saturday. You know, he dropped 300k on this. You know, and only to get to the end to realise that it was all just a big ruse. So there is guys out there that are too far gone. It's the truth.
It's hard for them. I agree, because I had a client long time ago, and he met a lady, and she was really beautiful. She was 39 by the time, and she was really skinny and like good looking, and he liked her. But then at the other hand, like he thought that there's maybe better options for him, maybe 35, maybe better, and she was very upset. But honestly, like trust me, like I can tell, like when the guy, like when she was really looking very good, and he said that Luba, I want to see somebody else, and he went to some different websites I'm not gonna mention. So he disappeared for maybe 2 or 3 years. I was upset because I thought it's a really good couple, and in 3 years he contacted me and he said, like he realized, but only after like all this, you know, round and circle that he went, he said, is the line still available? And I said, I'm sorry, but she was really like married to, and she moved to Sydney. But yes, I now understand what you mean, because I have seen that many times, that the guys went through that and they think, oh, you know, I invest so much time and I did all of that, and some of them just either like they want to keep doing that path, or they just disappointed in Ukraine. That upset me, because like I don't want them to be disappointed, because I know that there's legit ways to do that. So we hope that you guys who are watching are not too far.
Yeah, I mean, we put out a lot of videos over the last year or so about some of the stuff, and it's the truth. You know it's hard when you Google Ukrainian dating agencies or whatever, especially on YouTube, and these videos are like multiplying of these beautiful women that are dancing with like these guys that are much older than them, and you know, all the interviews.
But agree that you always say that the Ukrainian ladies are more beautiful than most of like ladies on the West, because on the West there's still some ladies who looks good, and but real people, they don't look like these pictures. No way. Like either even like we have I showed Striker the Instagram page of a girl who doing a makeup, and I don't know how girls really allow her to post these pictures, but it's like one picture how the girl looks before the makeup, and it's not even a Photoshop. Like this, she's like artist. It's really not a makeup master, just makeup artist, because she changed them completely. And so just, you know, like I think that the best advice can be to, again, be realistic and don't have much expectation. Don't get caught on this, But
basically, don't spend any time on those sites, because you're not going to be successful. That's it. That's the bottom line. I know that a lot of probably agencies don't like me saying that, but prove me wrong. Like, where's these? You know,
you can just come and do it.
Just come and do it. Like
you can scroll it. You can look through that, and maybe you.
Don't even do that. That's like looking at going to like a car dealership and looking at cars that don't really exist. They're just pictures, and you think you can get one.
But a lot of guys, like how they start coming to Ukraine, because they've seen these pictures and they think that there's these ladies, just get an idea. But trust me, I think we already said that it's like the girls look like 50% from that pictures. And if you understand that, and then you don't have this like super high expectation of dating a model and having this like blonde with the extensional hair and brushed breast, as I call it, so then you will just come and you will be realistic, and you will not be flying somewhere. You will be just down to earth.
Start from a point of being realistic, because if you start from an unrealistic point, you'll just keep chasing your tail, and you'll just not be happy with anything. And even for like us, like if we were working with you, it'd be very difficult for us. I know we talk to other agencies and matchmakers who have to deal with the fallout from these guys, from pursuing letter writing and things like that.
And also lots of guys, like, they may look at us and they say, but I've seen the guy who has like 20 years age gap. I've seen the guy who has like 30 years age gap. And I've seen that he has a younger wife. And I've seen, yes, it's possible. But do you really want to go through all of that? Like, you don't know their stories exactly how it happened. Yes, somebody by luck, by something, but some circumstance, they find this lady. But it's rather exception than a rule. So if you want to be successful, be realistic. And we're waiting for you in Ukraine.
We'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.